My name is Mahesh. I am previously contributing biodiversity, diversity within field species. Introduction. The term, the term biodiversity was first coined by Walter J. Lawson in 1996. 1986, the biosphere comprises of a complex collection of innumerable organisms known as biodiversity, which constitute the visual life support to survival of human race. Biological diversity.
Please hold the mic little closer to your mouth. Closer to your mouth. Continue.
Abbreviated as biodiversity represented the sum of total of various life forms from such as unicellular fungi. Bio means biodiversity. Diversity means variety. Concept and types of biodiversity. Biodiversity is a variety of life forms on Earth and the essential interdependence of all living things, as defined in Convention of Biological Diversity, signed as at Rio de Janeiro in 1992 by 154 countries. The biodiversity defined as the variability among living organisms from all sources, including inter alia, terrestrial, marine, and other aquatic ecosystems, and the ecological complex of which the area part is include diversity within species, between species and of ecosystem. According to IUCN in 1998, the variety and variability of species of the population, the variety of species of the life forms the biodiversity of the complex association with species, with their interaction and their ecological process which influence that form. There are three types of biodiversity: diversity of species, diversity of ecosystem, diversity of genus. Distribution of biodiversity. Flora and fauna. Diversity depends on climate, altitude, soils, presence of other species. Most of the biodiversity concentrated in tropical region. Biodiversity hotspots, a region with high biodiversity with most of species being endemic. India has two biodiversity hotspots, East Himalayas region and Western Ghats. Biodiversity and balance of nature, tropic level. Elimination of species from tropical level can cause destruction of ecosystem as well as biodiversity. Complex ecosystem. In a complicated ecosystem having several trophic levels, loss of one or more species do not cause any serious problem because the alternative available. Ketone species. Loss or addition of species causes decadable changes in ecosystem rates. Species make unique contribution to ecosystem functioning will cause complementary interaction so that a species could obtain more resources. Thank you.
Any questions? Offer them up if they have any questions.
Any
Do
questions?
you have any questions?
Turn the camera. No questions? Okay, the next person.
Me too.
Okay. Hey, this is not funny. Please hold the mic closer to your mouth and you can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Varun from February. Today, my PPT, Heritage Tourism in India. This is nothing about the historic places in our India.
There is a right arrow at the end. Extreme right.
Now we can discuss about Taj Mahal. It is located in Agra.
Please switch on the mic.
That's true.
Speak little louder.
Its tribal beauty is a symbol of national love. Regarded as one of the eight wonders of the world. It is built entirely marble and seems to glow in the light. And it is full of moon, like a river. And Taj sparkles in a moonlight. And next one is Indian Gate. It is located in the Delhi. Gateway made of sandstone is very dominating in its outlook. The interesting thing about this in India Delhi Gate is that century of wooden locking system. The next one is Lotus Temple. It is located in Delhi, located in the south of the Delhi. It is in lotus shape and rightly being given with the name. It is open to all faiths and it is the ideal place for meditation and obtaining peace and equality.
Tranquility.
Tranquility. Qutub Minar, it is located in Delhi, famed as the highest miniature of the world, highest big tower in the world. This ornate tower is now eminent member of the World Heritage Community. The last one is Red Fort. It is located in Delhi. The famous Red Fort is known by the name because of the red stone, which is built and it is one of the most magnificent places in the world, famous for delicately curved inlet and royal chambers. Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Is redstone used in any other construction?
No.
Only it is used in construction of redboard. How could you say? Are there any examples or references that redstone is not used in any other constructions?
The red stone is used in Red Fort only, so that the name came Red Fort.
Why can't redstone is used in any other construction?
There is no any uses in another construction with red stones.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening to all. I'm Ritesh from Naguri. I want to talk about
starvation. The state of having no food for a long period, often causing death. The starvation, people were suffering from hungriness, and they are causing deaths from the hungriness. Approximately 4,500 of children was dying. Five children die every day under the age of 5 years in the country due to hunger and malnutrition. In this country, 4,500 of children was dying because of starvation and malnutrition. They are not getting enough protein, so they lost weight. In this picture, some children are looking like very sick, and they are looks like a skeleton, and they are causing several causes, and bodies are wasting. Another form of malnutrition known as hidden hungry. Because of we are giving so much of food, but there is no nutrition in the food. That's not good food, and they're not li- uh, causes of starvation. Poverty is cause of starvation. The poverty becomes nowadays so many poverties are coming because of highly um, increasing product value and decreasing of value of money and the wasting of food. So much of people they're wasting their food and throw it out and malnutrition. Uh, in that food, there is no nutritions in the there is no nutritions in that food. That is called malnutrition. Uh, so many children's causes by that malnutrition. Unstable markets. Nowadays, the markets increasing the values of products and decreasing the values of money. So poor people they can buy any products from the market. Was homes are destroyed and communities of people migrated cause of famines. The famines are coming from wars because of they are using so much of nuclear weapons and destroyed houses and so many places. So the food are not buying from the poor people. In this phase, there is the Hindu newspaper. In this newspaper, Supreme Court ordered states to give report cause of malnutrition and starvation. But states are not responded for this report. So Supreme Court tells to that states these are not fair and don't look at of 2015 and 2016 reports and don't look at of decreasing decreasing of the starvation. Look at and increasing the starvation. In this time from 2020 to 2021, malnutrition and starvation is increased 35%. Example, the Sri Lanka in nowadays suffering from starvation and malnutrition. Precautions of reduce starvation. If you can't eat food, give it to someone who can. If you don't waste the food, if so much of people suffering from no food, so give it to them. One see the manufactured data before you eat. If you want to eat or if you want to buy a product, you check the first of all you check the date manufacture date before you buy. If in doubt, freeze your food. If you have a doubt in that food, particular food, you can freeze it because of the freezer can stop a stop button like if you can shop more often, um, you can buy some products only, not morely. Plan your meals, make a list. If you want to take a meals or order a meals, make a list of your family and order it. These are all precautions to reduce the starvation. Thank you. If any ask me any questions.
Okay, next person.
Thank you.
Good evening to everyone. This is Anusha from 3D section. Human rights, we are all born free.
It's also confused.
There is a right arrow at the end, right down corner.
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Universal Declaration of the Human Rights is a milestone document of the history of human rights, drafted by the representative by different legal and the cultural backgrounds of in all the history of the human rights. For the first time, the fundamental human rights has been successfully protected and has been translated in 500 languages. Human rights stand.
Which one do you want now? Next slide.
Human rights 10 December. As a final to the last meeting at the Hunter College, the subcommission of the success of the human rights on a board process conference in the related languages on the term very.
Don't you think you're just reading?
Eleanor Roosevelt. She was the first lady in the United States from 1933 to 1945. He was awarded as the United National of the Human Rights. Roosevelt was appointed in 1946 and elected to the United National General Assembly of the Human Rights. Sounds good, but what does all that we have to do with human rights? The development of the human rights has been impact on the inequality and by creating another way for the people about inequality. There are many human rights are protected such as right to equality, right to work and education, freedom for our opinion and expression, freedom for slavery and torture, etc. You have a right to equality. There is a right to discriminate or freedom. For example, there is a woman is in a relationship with another woman. She got a permission to adopt a child and she got successfully done his job. She was protected of Article 14 such as the right to freedom and right to family and private life. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Thank you.
Next.
Ma'am, option.
Option on that boy option.
Ma'am, basics based on option.
B7.
Option.
Ask B6 and B7 to join online.
Okay. Ma'am.
Good evening to all. I am Vivana from EEE. Women's right to social security and social protection. Nothing keep you from getting your own social security benefits. If you have worked and paid taxes into the social security system at the last 10 years and have earned a minimum 40 work credits, you can collect your own benefits as early as 62. There is no marriage penalty or limit to benefit paid to married couple. If you are married and your spouses have worked and earned enough credit individually, you will each get your own social security benefits. If you are due to two benefits, you are generally paid the higher rate, not both. As a spouse, if you are eligible for benefits on both your own works record and your spouse's work record, you may be required to file for both benefits. We call this requirement demand filling because when you are apply for one benefit, you are required or deemed to file for the other. Precautions: physical abuse, economical abuse, sexual abuse, repellent, emotional abuse. Thank you.
Any question? If you have any question.
If you have any questions.
Can you say a few words about physical abuse?
Physical abuse like uh, in our villages you can see some newly married couples is
Okay, next. Right. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Niharika. I'm from PPT. This is about cyber crimes. Nowadays, cyber crimes are increasing in number as everything is done by computers and every work in every sector, in government sector, private sector, everything it is done by computers. So cyber crimes are increasing as the usage of computer is increasing. So what are the cyber crimes? What can we do to reduce them? Cybercrime it is also called computer crimes, which it is they are done to achieve illegal ends such as stealing identity or financial frauds or online job frauds and everything. We have so many types of cyber crimes like we they use so many methods to torture us like online. Cybercrimes may result in decline in mental health and losing of finances, damage of our computers and devices, and loss of reputations of organizations and governments, etc. So, what are the types of cybercrimes? We have so many types of cybercrimes like cyberbullying, cyber stalking, online job fraud, extortion, phishing, and smishing, credit card or debit card fraud. We will talk about this, every one of this. So, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a kind of harassment which is done to a person online, and the cyber stalking. A person follows another person and they like know everything about them and use that information to torture them. In just like that, they do that through online, through internet. They stalk them using the social media, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and everything. That is called cyber stalking. Online job fraud. Online job fraud is like they give an ad like we have this job, you can apply to this, and then they ask about our bank details and everything. And then once you apply to the job, they using that bank details, they can steal all your finances from your bank account and everything. That's called online job fraud. Extortion. Extortion is like blackmailing. They spy on you and they blackmail you like they ask you something so that you can give them whatever they want. Phishing. Now, phishing is they impersonate another legal website like Instagram and Facebook. You think it's an Instagram website, but it is not. It's an imposter. Uh, so phishing, we and there we enter our username and password. Like that, they steal our passwords. This is called phishing and wishing. Wishing is wishing is through SMS. They send an SMS in that link, and it is called and like that they steal all your information. It is called wishing. And smishing. Smishing is through emails. They send an email and they steal your information. Credit and debit card fraud. Like I said, they using different means. They steal your credit card and debit card information, and either they can steal your finances. Now, impersonating an identity theft. They can steal your passwords and then they can steal your identity and They can use it to, like, uh, spoil your reputation and everything. Now, ransomware. Ransomware is encode all of your information in your computer. They use all of your information and computer and they code them so you cannot understand it. And to decode them, they will ask you something, money or anything, information. Information is treasure nowadays. So it is called ransomware. And now viruses, trojans, and worms. Viruses is are the just devices that can like spoil your computers. They can spoil your systems and everything. Trojans, they make copies of themselves and so that your computer will not function properly. And worms open backdoors to your firewalls and give access to hackers and everyone. DOS and DDoS attacks. First of all, DOS means distributed denial of service. Denial of service means they will like they will they will deny the access to that particular network to your computer. They will not when they do a DOS attack, you cannot access anything in your computer. Just like the distributed DOS attack, it's just a large scale DOS attack. It can be done to networks rather than a single computer. And then online drug trafficking. Nowadays every drug trafficking and everything is done online. So it can be done through, it is also a type of cybercrime and it is done online. Now, protecting ourselves from these kind of cybercrime. What can you do? Some simple measures can protect you from becoming a victim of these cybercrimes. So you can do all of these things to protect yourself. That is using strong passwords. That see whatever passwords you use for websites, use strong passwords. Use a mix of capital and small letters and numbers and everything. And when you visit a website, you get pop-up ads, right? You should not press on them. You should not click on them. You just should not care about them. Avoid pop-up ads and keep your software up to date. If you don't keep your software up to date, the hackers can like find vulnerabilities in your computers and then they can enter to your computer through those. And use VPN services. Nowadays, everyone are using VPN to keep your computer safe, to keep your websites while you are visiting websites. So you have to use VPN services and use full-fledged antivirus. Antivirus are a kind of apps that can protect you from being attacked by viruses, trojans, and worms. So you can use these measures to protect yourselves from cybercrimes. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Anyone?
Good job, ma'am. Any questions?
Yes, please.
Can you explain again about phishing, and smishing?
Of course. Phishing is, the hacker impersonates a website. Like for example, he creates just another website like Instagram, and you think it's Instagram site, so you will enter your password and username. Like that, they will find out your password and username, and they can steal your identity like that. Phishing. That's phishing. Phishing means SMS. They send an SMS, and with that SMS, they send you a link. Through that link, they can hack your passwords and steal your credentials. And phishing is through emails. They send you an email, and just like SMSs, it's through emails. They will send you a link, and they will steal your information. Any other questions?
How can we stop these cybercrimes?
Cybercrimes, as the user of computers is increasing, cybercrimes are also increasing. So we cannot stop this, but we can protect ourselves from cyber crimes. Like I said, we can protect ourselves by using strong passwords, avoiding pop-ups, like keep our software up to date, VPN services, antivirus, and there are so many other things. You can protect yourselves.
What are the various modes or manners of committing a cybercrime?
Cybercrimes can be done with like a bad intention or good intention. Bad intentions in sense they can be done by with the intention of stealing your credentials or for money or for information or just for some psychopaths like it. And then there are good ones too to stop these like good ones. There are white hat hackers like they close the vulnerabilities of the computer so that the other bad guys cannot enter the computer through those vulnerabilities. Like that we can use good and bad in the good and bad ways. Any other questions? Thank you.
అదేనండి అడుగుతా రావాలి రాదు
Good evening, madam. This is Madhu from EEE. Today I want to tell about Indian Army Search Proposal. Indian Army Search Proposal means the soldier, the backbone of the Indian. We should proudly say the soldier should soldier should make the service to the country before the self. The Indian Army celebrated the January 15 in the year of 1949. Indian Army guidance to the chief of the agent. The soldiers should decide to the chief of the Indian in the year of 1949 January 15. We should the Indian Army both living and death, leave the death and we should leave the make to the country and proud to the soldier to the protect the people and every person to the our country. The motto of the Indian Army. The army is the land based of the branch of the largest component of the India. Indian Army should Indian Army should proud to give the President of the India Supreme Commander to the chief. The chief have to very powerful to the soldier to the Indian Army. The Indian Army is the one of the few army soldiers to world never give up to like go to the product to the Indian people. This is the symbols of the grades of the chief and soldiers or other of the chiefs and Indian Army to graduates. Thank you. Any questions? Should any questions, please answer. Thank you.
Start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kehashni from PPT. So the topic I chose to PowerPoint presentation is influence of music on mental health. Being healthy is a sense of well-being, and that where music comes as a type of therapy. Music gives us relaxation to our nerves and calmness to our mind. Music can make you happier and more productive. It lowers chronic stress and helps in preventing anxiety. So there are mental health benefits of listening music. First one is reduces stress and anxiety. The day when you feel more stress and more anxiety, if you listen to present music, it will calm your stress and anxiety. It helps your brain to relaxation. And the second one is improves memory and heightens concentration. When we listen to music, the lyrics repeatedly, we concentrate on the lyrics very clearly so that our memory power goes strong and it is more critical and critical. Improves mood. Example, I start my day with music, like pop music, so that my day will start actively. I end a day with pleasant music listening when I sleep. So my sleep is also very good and healthy. Fourth one is improves cognition. Music improves memory, makes you more productive and keeps you alert while uh, performing your daily tasks. Stimulates motivation. So the persons who are in a depression mode, the music helps them to maintain their mood away from the depression, and this helps the depression to low down. It reduces symptoms of insomnia. So these days, the youth are facing more problems of insomnia. They are lack of sleepness. So when we sleep, if we listen to a pleasant music, uh, the music reduces insomnia. Elevated depression in music therapy. Not only helps depression but also improves self-esteem and interpersonal skills. It helps you open up and brings you out of your shell. So if you listen continuously to different types of music, not only Indian but also international music, the lyrics are very depth and understandable to every person. Thank you. Do you have any queries?
But if we keep on listening music, don't we distract ourselves from our works?
Yes, but I didn't say that listen to music daily, not along the day. But I said sometimes it helps when we are in a bad mood or when we are in a good mood. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Rajesh from EEE. I am going to present effective uses of email. Email, email is a computer-based application used for exchange of messages between users. Uh, By using email, the structure should be followed. That is addressing subject, message text, and attachments and signature. But besides headline must be used for the messages. It makes easier to handle the email. Avoid sending emails with no subjects. To make to make an effective email, select your audience correctly. Use distribution lists. Make the headlines meaningful. It keeps the messages short and clear. Uh, Use encryption and digital signatures for important emails. Have a separate free email account for newsletters, etc. Delete browser history, passwords after using public internet connection. Back up your email every time you use. Thank you. Any question?
లేదు. స్టార్ట్ లిఖిత
Hello everyone, this is Valita from PPT, where I am to present my topic, the fight against poverty. What is poverty? Poverty is a state one who lacks certain amount of material possessiveness and or money. People in poverty need to understand that they can often address and solve their problems and help the affected people going through the process fighting poverty should have a healthy level of consciousness about their situation and their own capabilities in order to sustain their collective effort and address future issues. As you all can see the graph, in the year 1993 to 1994, the poverty rate has increased to 45%. And when compared to the 2011 to 2012, the poverty rate has decreased to 22%. The effects of poverty. Poverty is associated with a host health risk, including elevated rates of heart diseases, diabetes, hypertension, asthma, and dental problems. The government of India has implemented such economic security programs such as social security, food assistance, tax credits, and household assistance, and also can provide opportunity by short-term poverty and hardship and by doing some improving children's long-term outcomes. These are the points that fight against poverty. First, create awareness, get funds and time, and find volunteer opportunities. Common bond can help. What is meant by common bond? Social media connections that social media connections between the members is called common bond. Common bond, and we should create jobs. Thank you. Any questions?
ఇంకా స్టార్ట్
This is Sai Kumar from Jury Department. The president's topic is social media and its impacts on student. Social media refers to interaction among people in which they create, share, or exchange information, ideas in virtual communities and networks. What are the effects of social media? The main advantage of social networking site is that it helps to establishing connection with people, friends, and relatives. It helps in sharing one's view, share pictures and lots of other stuff. It helps students in interacting with one another and share ideas. This helps in improving students' increase general knowledge and awareness of students, save time and fast by facilitating faster communication. First is open communication, leading to enhanced information, discovery and learning. Negative effects of social media. One of the major disadvantages of using social networking websites are students get addicted to it. Opens up the possibility of hackers to commit fraud and large spam and various attacks. Some students may provide detailed information like phone number, address, which is very dangerous because they can easily tracked, grounded, stainless. Conclusion. As with most things in life, there are positive and negative sides to social networking, both of which we have explored. Our ultimate way of is that social networking sites are either evil or a godsend. They somewhere in between. Any questions? Thank you.
He has a question.
Social media is very essential nowadays. How can we be away from social media without using it?
Who else is there? Done?
Very good evening. My name is Rajesh. I am from PPT. Waterborne diseases. The diseases which show adverse effect on human caused by pathogenic microorganisms such as bacteria and virus are called waterborne diseases. These waterborne diseases are caused by bacteria and virus which transmit the disease from one person to another person or from what sources of these disease like stagnated waters and food contamination. The main reason for this cause of waterborne diseases is lack of sanitation and lack of food hygiene and taking care of our health. There are many types of waterborne diseases. There are washer diseases, water related insect vector diseases, water based diseases. These water in based insect vector diseases are uh, the insects are main cause for the transmission of these type of waterborne diseases, such as mosquito and houseflies, etc. And water diseases are caused by the usage of water uh, by humans. These symptoms of waterborne diseases are skin rashes and allergy, etc. The diseases such as diarrhea and cholera and typhoid are the some of the examples for waterborne diseases. Uh, Mainly typhoid is affected for humans because this is transmitted through food contamination. The food contamination may be because of houseflies or direct human touch. There are several precautions to control these waterborne diseases, such as maintaining hygiene frequently, washing your hands before and after eating with hand wash or soap detergent, and eat well cooked food and drink boiled water. And the last one is taking vaccinations for these waterborne diseases like hepatitis B and polio, etc. can prevent from affecting these waterborne diseases. Thank you. If you anyone have queries, you can ask me. On
Various diseases are spreading outside from water.
the transmission of disease may be of humans or mosquitoes. By humans means uh, through food contamination, it might transfer. For example, if any person is affected from waterborne disease such as typhoid, and if he is not well hygiene, and if he contaminate the food what you eat, it might transfer directly in that way also. And like mosquitoes or houseflies, and houseflies uh, come and settle down on the food what you take. In that way also, these waterborne diseases can affect you.
How can we prevent this disease?
By maintaining hygiene means by washing your hands regularly, by not touching your face and mouth frequently. If there is a necessary to touch your face, you must wash your hands and you must touch. Thank you. Anyone? Thank you.
So B2. B2.
Good evening, Manada. This is Madhu from EEE. Today I want to tell about Indian Army Search Before Self. Indian Army Search Before Self means Indian Army soldiers should be uh, should protect to the our country and every person to live in the country. This is called Indian Army Search Before Self. The Army Day is celebrated the January 15th in the year 1949. The the soldiers should evacuate to the chief and product to the army people and soldiers to every or Indian people. The the Army Day is both living and death is very curious to the Indian soldiers should be very mainly do strongly in the country. Indian Army motto. The Indian Army is the land-based branch and the largest component of the Indian Army. The President of the Indian Army is supreme of the commander that goes to chief of the soldiers to the Indian soldiers. We should proud to be an Indian. Every soldier should be do the what before the self and very. This is the grades of the chiefs and soldiers to the Indian Army under working under the Indians. It used to give powers and locality of the Indian Army to the make shortly given orders to the soldiers and even to the chief of the Indian Army. Thank you. Any doubts? We should all.